just because of how the recent exposure of the whole conscious community, it just make you want to just like, you don't second guess nothing no more. All of these niggas is frauds. All of these niggas is just trying to exploit the whole thing that our community actually really need. We actually do need help. We actually do probably need leadership and shit like that. And these niggas is exploiting that shit. So it's been a recent that niggas has been catching on and exposing these niggas. And so now, like, I believe everything now, bro. I believe everything, dog. When they say that this nigga Brother Polight is doing this, I believe it. Fuck that. I believe it. He been scamming niggas for too long. He ain't above nothing. All right, today's episode is, what is it? The conscious community, Brother Polight, Young Pharaoh. Let's let them all have it.
Yeah, bro. Let's break down the truth about this conscious community and why things like this keep happening.
Let's get it then. Let's go. Pop it off, bro.
So first of all, let's get into what's going on with Brother Polight. If you haven't heard, you don't know what's going on, because when Tasha K first, shout out Tasha K, man. This woman bad, bro.
Man.
This woman bad,
shout
bro.
Out, bro.
She be dropping all the gems, and she exposing all the niggas that need to be exposed. She exposed R. Kelly before surviving R. Kelly. She exposed Derek Jackson, bitch ass, and now she got on Brother Polight, bro. And I just didn't realize how tight-knit the conscious community was, because when she talked about it, her following on Instagram was like, who was this? They didn't know who the fuck Polight was. So Brother Polight got arrested down in Miami for sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl.
Sad, bro.
Of course, his followers and people on the internet gonna say, "Oh, he worth $4 million now. It's this, that, and the third." But like,
go ahead, D. Break it down.
It's just a couple facts. Like,
let's break the whole thing down.
I'll break the whole story down.
Start talking our shit.
Okay. So, the police report alleges, according to Brother Polight, he was taking the 14-year-old to an after party at the club. When they got to the club, it was closed, so they went and got a hotel room. His purpose for getting a hotel room with the 14-year-old girl was to mend the relationship between mother and daughter. Mind you, before they left to go to the club, they were leaving a hotel in which him, the girl's mother, and the whole entourage of people who were traveling together were already staying. So the nigga already had a hotel. There was just other adults there that wasn't gonna let nothing fishy happen. So he took her to this after party that wasn't at the club. For whatever reason, the club was closed. To me, that was just a crock of shit to get the girl to leave. And I think the internet is misinterpreting that as, why is the mama letting the girl go to an after party at the club? There was never an after party at the club. That's something Polight made up to tell the police, right? To tell the little girl, like, oh, we supposed to be over here. So he drove to a club that was obviously going to be closed, and then he went and got a hotel room. He was giving her drinks along the way, sweet drinks. I'm not sure if she understood what she was drinking, or maybe if you're 14 and you're just happy to. When I was 14, we used to go to the corner store and steal Smirnoffs, and that shit was fun. We used to get a little buzz off the little Smirnoff bottles. So maybe she understood it was alcohol, but the toxicology reports say that there was 4 drugs in her system, so she was drugged. The little girl remember him dancing, and then she passed out. When she came to, his fingers were in her mouth, trying to force her to throw up. All right. So she did mention before she passed out, when he started dancing, I guess that was his way of crossing the line. So he started dancing, he got her to get up. Remember, she's drunk, she's tipsy, and he started dancing with her, and that's when he started to grope her and touch her inappropriately on her butt and all that other good stuff. It's just weird for me to say that about a 14-year-old. I can't even say it without feeling icky. This nigga is wow. But so she ended up waking up with him trying to force her to throw up. When he took the girl back to his mother, because the whole time, I guess the police have text messages where the mom's like, what club? Because he told the mom where the club were dancing. So,
right.
So the mom like, what club? What are you talking about? Where's my daughter? So when he brings the girl back, her lips are swollen. I don't know exactly what that comes from, but supposedly he got physical with the mother and just explained to her, please don't call the police. It's gonna ruin my career. She took her daughter to the doctor anyway. They did a rape kit and they got semen stains off of her, 6 separate stains on the blouse area. So you can kind of guess that he probably was what he was probably doing with her. I think she's still physically, scientifically a virgin. How you said her hymen is not breached. I think that's a scientific way to say it.
They said that?
Yes, Tasha K said. Either she was a virgin. Tasha K just said she was a virgin. So to me, to be clear, it was obvious that she was a virgin before this incident. but I don't think he actually penetrated her like that. I think she's still technically a virgin. I think what he did was force her to do oral while she was passed out. You know what I'm saying? So they got the semen off her clothes, and it took a while. Like when they got a warrant based off the mother and the little girl's story. They got a warrant for his DNA, and that takes a few months. So I believe all this happened earlier this year. I forget exactly which month they got the warrant and they got his DNA, but it took a couple months to come back from the lab. And when the DNA results came back from the semen stains on the little girl's clothing, he was arrested and charged. Allegedly, more charges are going to come down, and the bond that he paid is going to be revoked. So that's pretty much the story, man.
Okay, let's get into our breakdown and like what we think about the shit then. Okay, so I didn't know about the part about her hymen not being broken and shit like that, right? So I'm just right now starting to look at it different. Like, I seen on Twitter that people was speculating that maybe this is like a whole ploy for Brother Polight to get his name like out here ringing again. Nah. It's risky. It's risky, right? I don't see it either because like don't nobody want to have rape attached to their name, even if they come up innocent, because that shit ain't gonna go nowhere. Even if in the court that it just you go to court, beat the trial, all that shit, and you don't get sentenced, rape still gonna be tied to your name. So I don't see that happening. Yeah. I don't see him going about like let me act like I did this. That's not happening. But another thing that somebody said too is that Brother Polight probably was messing with the girl's mom, and the mom is doing some sick little thing to get him caught up. Like maybe she was fucking him, she caught the condom, and then put all that shit on her daughter and shit like that, like on the scarf and the head wrap and all that shit. Like put the semen all on them and planted them. You know what I mean? Planted that shit on them.
Yeah, the problem is Polight's 37. I don't know how old the mother is, but if you're dating somebody and you're an adult, you don't use condoms. You don't use condoms. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that to be a fact, but I'm just gonna assume, bro, they were actively dating. She traveling across the country with this man, bringing her daughter along.
Ain't no condoms in that damn house.
Using no condoms. And another thing is, that's why like when you look at a story and they throw out these conspiracies, to me, when it's stuff that I can pick out and say, well, that don't make sense, that's why I push the conspiracies to the side. And out of the two of us, I'm the conspiracy theorist. Yeah. One thing that Brother Polight isn't denied that's factual is they left one hotel room and he went and got another hotel room with a 14-year-old girl. You cannot explain that to me. So all your conspiracies, make them up or whatever, whoop the whoop, you can. And his explanation, even if there was an explanation that I didn't know, I still wouldn't try to hear it, but he gave an explanation for why he got that hotel room with a 14-year-old girl. To mend the relationship between mother and daughter, he's saying they had issues. My brother, why do you need to rent a hotel room to talk to a little girl and counsel her because she having beef with her mama? Take her to get a cheeseburger, my nigga. Take her downstairs from the hotel y'all already in. There's no real, valid, honest reason for you to go check into a hotel room with a 14-year-old girl, bro. There's no valid reason for it. As a 37-year-old man, bro.
It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit to consider, bro. Like, man, I'm trying to say this shit the right way, bro. But like, I'm trying to say this shit the right way, like, but you can't because I don't. All right, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that. All right, but
so give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
I got to, because I think the truth. I think the truth is the best way to get to like. You got to consider everything when you're trying to get to the truth, bro. Because I think the truth is all that matters. You don't want to hang nobody for the wrong reason. And when you hang somebody, you want to be that they deserve that shit, so you don't feel bad. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Well, you know, one of his wives, I don't know if she's still in the picture, but it was controversy surrounding her. Pharaoh, the woman abuser, Pharaoh, he kind of exposed the fact that one of his wives, he portrayed her as his stepdaughter for a few years. And then
Pharaoh did that?
Pharaoh exposed.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And
she was
16. She was 16, and allegedly his stepdaughter, come to find out, she was a runaway, and now she's called.
And
one
that's
of his
key,
wives.
dog. And that's key, dog, because that's a key point, because that shows that he's into that. Because like, I don't know, that was like 10 years ago, when that was probably like 6, 7, 18 years ago that he was messing with that girl. So at the time, Brother Polight is 37 now. They say he's 37. I think that nigga older than that, bro. That nigga older than that, bro. But if you take that apart, you take that away. Let's say we give him, you take 10 years off. He's still 27.
It's too old.
And that girl 16.
Too old.
He's too old, bro.
Too old.
And that shows that he liked young women. And I seen another girl that he was he said that the girl was his daughter. She was 16. That girl wasn't his daughter, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. That girl was not his daughter.
Yeah.
And he had on camera and he was like manipulating the girl to understand that like I'm taking care of you. I got money and this is what if you mess with anybody, they need to be taking care of you like this. You know what I mean? So just warping her mind, like just warping her mind to not. She probably never look at a guy her age like the way that she supposed to look at a guy her age. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this nigga just.
Yeah, this 16-year-old over there can't do what my 40-year-old ass can do, baby.
Just sick,
what you want
bro.
with him? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think even without knowing his history of being dealing with young women, it still seemed predatory to me. So even after hearing this whole story, I assumed that he has a thing for younger women because this isn't just some. I don't know how you can explain just an off-the-cuff random situation happening when you're 37, when you mess with a 14-year-old. I can't give you that. But the steps in this story would tell me that, well, this is predatory. This isn't something that just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know how that just happens. But sometimes, you know, I suppose there is a 40-year-old man that messed around with a 14-year-old that went to prison. It was the only time he ever did it. You know what I'm saying? But this is not the case. If this turns out to be true, you should probably go over his background with a fine-tooth comb. This is a 14-year-old girl. This was a predatory instance. He gave her alcohol, and he tried to make her throw up for a reason. Maybe she wasn't waking up. Maybe he thought he could get the drugs out of her system. Tasha K seems to think that he thought the little girl was a little too gone, and he was scared that she might die in the hotel room. But when she came to, the nigga fingers was in her throat, trying to make her puke. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. I just believe it to be true, bro, because
just because of how the recent exposure of the whole conscious community, it just make you want to just like you don't second guess nothing no more. All of these niggas is frauds. All of these niggas is just trying to exploit the whole thing that our community actually really need. We actually do need help. We actually do probably need leadership and shit like that. And these niggas is exploiting that shit. So it's been a recent that niggas has been catching on and exposing these niggas. And so now, like, I believe everything now, bro. I believe everything. I believe everything, dog. When they say that this nigga Brother Polight is doing this, I believe it. Fuck that. I believe it. He been scamming niggas for too long. He ain't above nothing. Like when you exploiting a community that you saying that you love so much for just like little shit like money, just like so you can buy fucking Gucci like shirts and shit like that. Nigga, you not above nothing, my nigga.
That's it. You're
not above nothing, my nigga.
You're a shitty individual when you purposely target the poor, the disenfranchised to take advantage of. It just shows what type of person you are, man. All these guys, you said
all of them. Brother Polight, Dr. Umar, Young Pharaoh, Nature Boy. Even niggas like Boyce Watkins. Like I don't think Boyce Watkins exploit the what's the name, but I think his mentality is warped. So he shouldn't be in a seat of authority. Like he take any situation. Like the baby done offended the whole fucking community of people from the LGBT community in some type of way. He done flipped that to make it seem like they don't care about black people. How the fuck you get to that, my nigga? Like get the fuck out the seat, my nigga. Like
you care about black people because the baby was on camera smacking the shit out of a woman and you're in a position of leadership and you didn't galvanize the community to go against him.
You get what I'm saying? Shit like that. Shit like that. I'm just saying, and not to get too far off topic, but black people, you got to stop getting mad at gay people for standing up for their respect and making people respect them and apologize. Right. And what happened when they did that to black people? Where's ain't
the black
stand
people
up.
That stood up?
You ain't stand up.
They weren't there. They were too busy joking and talking shit.
You ain't stand
the girl
up.
Put the phone in his face. She deserved it. Y'all was too busy doing that. So you can't act like because gay people get results, it's proof that they don't care about black people. It's proof that black people ain't stepping. It's proof that black people ain't stepping. George Zimmerman ain't never left Florida.
That's facts,
we
bro.
We not stepping.
Man, that's facts, man.
We just not stepping, bro. That's what that means. So, hey, I guarantee you if George Zimmerman had targeted a gay teen and took him out, he wouldn't be comfortably walking around Florida. Even if he beat the charge in the system, he wouldn't be comfortably walking around Florida having autograph signings at gun shops and shit like that. Because he does that.
That's mocking. He mocking us.
He mocking us, bro. Because we ain't going to step, bro. So, we can't use that as a crutch, but,
The conscious community is over. It's over, man. Get off that shit.
That nigga saw Netter, bro. I haven't really watched him in years, but he was on live right after this happened, right? And he was like, y'all want me to speak on a polite thing? I put my cash app up. Cash at me. And don't say why. Y'all cash up everybody else, shoot. Y'all better cash at me. And he never talked about it. And Brother Polight called in and said some weird ass shit.
Come on, bro. Get into that, dog. Get into that,
bro. The nigga said, come on now. You know I be around all these voluptuous people. Nigga, what? Voluptuous people. That, you know what that made me remember? That made me remember that time that Tranny was dancing in his car in Hollywood and he tried to explain it away. Back then I let him explain it away, but now it's like, you looking weird, my nigga. Yeah. He had the little weird car with the doors that go up parked in Hollywood, and it was a real female, and it was clearly a transgender person right there at the car. And at first it looked like they were just taking pictures next to the car, but they end up in the back of the car, like, because it's an open car, just dancing and recording videos and stuff. So people got on him, and he was like, I didn't know, bro, my car cool. Everybody want to be seen in my car. Everybody want to take pictures with it. Woo. And I kind of bought into it, but now it's like, my nigga, you's a weirdo.
No, we can't say that, though.
I'm not. Okay.
We're not saying nothing against the transgenders, but like,
I'm using his.
I got what you're saying.
When Polight called into Sinetta and used that, you know what? I be around voluptuous people. The first thing he said was, "Come on, man. You know I'm not a weirdo." So I'm using his word. I'm not saying he's weird for liking transgenders, but he is weird for liking 14-year-olds. You pedophile. Hey, y'all pedophiles ain't built a movement yet, so I can sell y'all out. Y'all niggas weird as fuck. All right, that pedophile shit is a no-go round me, bro. Ain't nothing kosher about that, bro. That shit is weird.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to mince the two. I'm just using Polight's word. He described it as not being a weirdo.
Yeah, right.
Which is, and then his demeanor, his whole response, it was just, even Sinetta, bro. Like,
you know what lost me, bro? I know we all over this shit, but fuck it, nigga, we riding. So you know what lost me, dog? When he first got on the call, he told us, "Yeah, I'm traveling right now, but what's up, man?" I just saw through that shit, my nigga. Like, shut the fuck up, nigga.
Yeah, bro. I saw that too, bro. Like, what I got to do? You called this man, bro. Right. You called into his show to be like, I'm traveling. I can't really talk about it.
Okay, look. And another thing about that call, you know what I mean? After that call, right? Sinetta was online for a while talking about that shit, dragging it out. And then, bro, he was bashing our people, bro. Y'all don't give up no money. Yada, yada, yada. Bro, we talking about Polight, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? Why are we even talking about? What are you talking about, bro?
That whole day was a finesse, and if you sent money to Sinetta that day, you deserve to get finessed.
The conscious community is over.
And never talked about nothing.
The conscious community is over.
I don't know, bro.
Young Pharaoh is out here beating up the black guys, my nigga. He kicking them out the house, calling them bitches, embarrassing them on internet. Bro. The conscious community is over.
Bro, even after all that, he told her, I'm going to call the police and report this car stolen if you don't bring it back. So he left the mother of his children without a place to stay and without a car.
The conscious community is over.
Come on, man. These niggas are using black people and getting to where they want to be. You know why Pharaoh shitting on the black woman and black people now and saying y'all can help yourselves? Because he done took y'all money and started a trucking company, so he makes 5 figures every week, so he don't give a fuck if y'all donate. That's why he's doing y'all like that. That's why he's saying black people are this, the black woman is that, black women lie every day. That's why he's doing that. Y'all let these men use y'all and go about their business. Even Brother Polight, he gonna be straight. Once this is all over, he's still gonna be straight because he done took y'all money. He done started this type of company and that type of company. And now he can just talk so arrogantly because he don't need y'all to support him. Remember how humble they was in the beginning? Remember how Pharaoh was exposing a nigga like Brother Polight for taking his money? You know what I'm saying? But Polight just been scamming for so long, bro. I just forgot back how he started.
Swill, boy.
Send me $500 and now I get you to be a sovereign citizen and you don't have to follow U.S. law. Just took people money and went on about his business, bro.
That nigga Swill.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man.
I forgot what I was saying before I brought up Pharaoh. The conscious community is over, dog. It's over. All right, so look, Sinetta, right? He had that call where he was supposed to be talking about Brother Polight, but the whole thing was about bashing black people. We the issue, yada yada yada. We don't support nobody. Oh man! So after that call, right? The nigga thought he ended the call, bro. He ain't in the call, bro. So he was on there talking to another guy that I really like in the country community. The guy named Unc. He used to be a professor, like he a scientist. You know Unc?
Yeah, I know who that is.
I fuck with Unc. So he was on there with Unc. He thought he ended the live, right? But he was on there. He was talking something. Yeah, you saw that, Unc? Man, we had 4,000 in there. Yeah, we had 4,000 in there. Unc was like, yo, you ain't in the live. He thought, yeah, man, that shit ended, bro. We still got the clip for that shit. So what it says to me is that like he don't really care about that. He just trying to draw the biggest crowd as he can off Brother Polight, talk shit, make y'all feel bad so y'all can send him that money in, and They don't really care about none of that shit. All this
They
shit,
don't,
they don't care, dog. They never care.
My challenge is to black people is make somebody actually lead before you make them a leader. Make somebody actually lead. Make them stomp and do something. I'm not saying they got to march like Martin Luther King did in the 60s, but Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Edgar Mevers, Fannie Lou Hamer. These aren't people that just said, hey, I'm a leader. These are people that went through trials and tribulations.
They showed you.
And fought for us,
They showed you, bro.
They fought for us.
They showed you.
And they got appointed leadership positions, bro. They went through hell, bro. These niggas are just getting the camera, speaking articulately, and everybody like, hell yeah, that nigga sound like you know what he talking about. I'm finna send him money. That's not leadership, bro. Make a nigga actually lead. Like, if Polight is so smart, so intelligent, and so wealthy, what the fuck has he done for black people besides get online and talk with a camera? And then get mad at you for saying, oh, black people ain't this, black people ain't that. But what have you done? You're in the position of leadership. At least Umar Johnson is pretending to do something to help the black community. These other niggas not even pretending, bro. They just talking. And y'all are giving them money. They just talking. Oh, I take that back. I remember that time Brother Polight walked around somebody else's construction site talking about he was hiring people. And then the owner's like, no, this is ours. We're not hiring. This nigga just asked to get in and film.
All that nigga did was put on a trench coat. That nigga put on a trench coat.
Walk around a construction site that wasn't his talking about, if you can get to Philadelphia or wherever the hell it was, we're hiring, man.
Look, bro. Look, that's fucked up. But at some point, that was like, damn, my nigga, like, you swift as fuck. It's fucked up now, but at the same time, like, you see a nigga pull that off, you like, damn, my nigga, like.
No wonder their egos be so warped, because you already you got the money, you got the notoriety and the clout, and now you get caught doing some complete, utter bullshit, and people still following you. You kind of feel like you can get away with anything. Oh. Even Pharaoh, like, the nigga lied from video to video. I sued Brother Polight for $1 million. The next video, I'm trying to serve Brother Polight for paper so I can sue him. Nigga, what? You just said you won such and such amount of money last night. Huh? Like, I guess like when you have sense, you kind of underestimate the saying when they say a sucker is born every minute. Cause y'all niggas out there being some complete suckers, bro. Like, these niggas are see-through, bro. Like, you can see these niggas are full of shit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing about it though, the people that's not like privy to understanding, like be able to like peep shit. You know what I mean? Those are the ones that are being taken advantage of. And that's the people that are like you can ask D, bro. Like D, I don't dislike nobody, bro. I try to come from an understanding place on everything. But niggas in the conscious community, what I tell you, I hate these niggas, bro.
From the jump, bro.
I hate these niggas, bro.
He never liked any conscious nigga, bro. From even before these niggas got exposed, he was trying to convince me and other niggas that, bro, these niggas not right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's speaking real facts.
I hate these niggas, bro. These niggas been taking advantage of our people all the time, bro. You know what I mean? So that shit over with. So that's a good thing. The conscious community is over with. I hope y'all understand that.
I don't know, bro. I think Polight still got an army behind him talking about it's fake.
That shit crazy.
It's crazy.
That shit crazy, bro.
Oh, dog.
Did we miss anything, bro? We can talk about this shit all day. It's so big. But did we miss anything? Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all think the conscious community over? Do y'all think Brother Polight is guilty already? How did that shit gonna play out for Brother Polight, even if he's guilty, if he's innocent? Like, what else? What do our people need to do? Do we need to do? Is the conscious community needed?
The black people need to stop donating to conscious community leaders. The black people need to stop donating to conscious community leaders. The black people need to stop. I just try to hit an Umar. You know I like to do my Umar. My nigga Umar be giving it to y'all 4 times with a straight face, bro. Like,
right. Man, I seen an old video before we get up out of here. I seen an old video. I fall asleep with my TV on. I woke up to a video of Dr. Umar doing an interview, and this was back when he was all clean cut, had the suit on. And I was like, damn, I can see why people would believe Umar, though. Like, he was so well spoken. He was hitting good points. He was so convincing. But it's like, fast forward to 2021, it's like, damn, this nigga a baser.
Yeah, bro, they say that fame is a drug, bro. I'm starting to realize and believe, especially with all these niggas that go viral and then, you know, go off the deep end, bro. This shit crazy.
So yeah, man, we're gonna leave it there, man. We can talk about this shit all day, but I just want y'all, when y'all comment, to ask us in the question, like, did we miss anything? What do y'all agree with? Do y'all think the conscious community is needed? How did this shit play out with Brother Polight being innocent or guilty? Do y'all think he's innocent or guilty? And we'll have a conversation there. You know what I mean? We'll write back and we'll break this shit down, because it's something that's important to us. It is something important to us. Like, we really care about our people. And These fuck niggas can't be up here just exploiting our people like that just for monetary gain for themselves and shit like that. Brother Polight look ugly ass on Louis Vuitton. I don't think that's an image that nobody need to see. Like, this is ugly ass nigga.
I see.
But yeah, we're gonna leave it there, man. Until next time, the Unlikely Hood Show, King Cut, the original D, and we out, man.